it's Christmas, we're in Sweden, so we decided we're gonna taste test a bunch of Swedish Christmas foods. Some of them very stereotypically what you would have in Sweden at Christmas, and others are just some like random Christmas themed snacks that I saw in the supermarket and wanted to try out.
Let's start with some Gifflar.
Yeah.
Some Saffron Gifflar.
Yeah, Gifflar, they're quite popular, like even outside Sweden. I've seen them in London, but never the saffron ones. So these are Christmas specific ones. And I have tried these ones before. There's a few things here that I haven't tried and some that I have. So these are actually pretty good. They've got like saffron goo in them, for lack of a better word. So let's give them a try.
Yeah, like mini cinnamon buns.
I found with these, the first time I tried them, the first one that I ate, I was like, meh. But then I wanted another one, and another one, and another one. Good.
Great with coffee. Kind of snack.
I addicted
all the time.
Well, okay, what would you give it out of 10?
I would give them an 8.
An 8. I'd probably give them 8.2.
Fair enough. Next one.
So what's next?
Is JuleSkum. You can find these in the shop every Christmas as well.
Yeah.
It's like a foamy kind of treat. I think most people will recognize this.
Yeah, the translation is Christmas scum, which scum I think is based, it's not marshmallow, it's like marshmallow. It's like what's on the back of, you know when you get Haribo's and there's like jelly and then the foam stuff on the bottom? That's what it is, essentially. So let's give them a try. They're not soft like marshmallows, they're more kind of chewy. So
great consistency.
And they're sort of a strawberry kind of flavor. Do you think they would work in a hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Alright, what would you give these out of 10?
Oh, I like these. I'll give them a 7.
I find them quite Moorish, but not actually that good. Like I could take them or leave them, so if someone offered it to me, I'd eat it, but I probably wouldn't seek them out. Maybe 6 out of 10.
Alright, fair enough.
What better to wash down some JuleSkum than some Skum Tomte, which to me just sounds so good. So Tomte is the Swedish for Santa, essentially, I think. Yeah, so it's like, I just read it as Santa scum and I'm like, gross. But I think it's basically these, but in juice form.
Yeah, that one was new to me. I'm very skeptical on this one. I think it's gonna be too sweet.
It says the spirit of Sweden, Skum Tomte. What does the second bit there mean?
Kolsyrad dryck med smak av jultomte. It's just like a fizzy drink with taste of Santa.
Of Santa's scum. Right, let's give Santa's scum a go. Alright, pass me a glass there, Anders.
Alright.
Let's give it a sniff first. Oh my god. Ooh, it smells like liquidated candy floss.
Yeah, it reminds me of Percy Pig.
Yeah, Percy Pig juice, which is also disgustingly sweet. Okay, color looks kind of like dishwater. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but let's give it. I poured way too much. All right, let's give it. Skål. That is vile.
Not as bad as I thought, actually.
Oh, it's rank. I give that a solid 3.5 out of 10. It tastes like chemicals.
Fizzy drink, yeah, chemicals.
Chemicals, delicious Christmas chemicals.
Well, I would rate this
a
2 out of 10.
I gave it a 3.5. Do you think that was too strong? Did I say 3.5? No, I would give it, 3. 3 is my
That's
final.
very generous.
Okay, so next we're gonna go for the weirdest thing I think on the list, which is ÄdelOst, which from what I understand is so it's a tube, first of all, as you can see, but it's a tube of cheese, blue cheese, that's mixed with the flavor of apple and cinnamon. That's the Christmas element to it, because usually like Sweden goes mad for a cheese in a tube. So we went for the Christmas cheese in the tube. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna like this because I hate blue cheese, but I am intrigued. And I actually saw it in another YouTuber's video, Living Swedish, and I saw her try it and I was like, all right, I'll give it a go if we can find it. You're supposed to have it on pepperkaka, which are Swedish ginger snap biscuits, but we don't have any. So we're just gonna try it on some digestives.
Yeah.
Alright, let's look at
I think it's gonna be like Myuu, which is quite
soft
popular
cheese.
in Sweden. Yeah, soft cheese and tube.
Oh, gross, look at that. Okay, I do a little close up of that.
Close up there, yeah.
Okay, you try it first because I'm afraid of it. I'm gonna sniff it. It smells so fake.
Not as bad as I thought again.
That tastes like something really familiar, but I don't. It's like it's real fake apple flavor. That's for sure. That like when you get artificial apple things.
I can definitely taste the cheese. So like a hint of blue cheese, but I just know it would be much better to have the real deal. But
Okay, well, I think I actually need a bit more because the ratio to biscuit and cheese is quite off. So let's do a lump of cheese and see if I get a better taste. Because all I can taste really is like digestive with a bit of a bit of apple on it.
yeah, that's what I was going for.
Oh wow! I just got the hit of the blue cheese there. I need something to wash it down, but all I've got is Santa's scum.
Well, luckily we have some Julmust as well. Apothekarnas Julmust is the original one. There are many variations of this, but
Okay, hold on. Maybe I should explain what Julmust is. So,
yeah.
Julmust is a big thing in Sweden, and the first time I had it, Anders described it to me kind of like Christmas Coke, where it's this special fizzy drink that all Swedes have at Christmas and at Easter, where it's called påskmust, which is Easter must or whatever. And there's loads of different brands, and I don't know if it is different from Coke. It definitely is, but it's similar to Coke. So this is like one of the most popular brands, Apothekarnas. So we're gonna give that a try. It'll definitely be better than the Santa scum, I hope.
Yeah, well you got påskmust as well, and the Easter one. There's a couple of variations of this, but
Yeah, it's very similar to Coke. It's like,
and it works to have with the meal as well, with the Christmas dinner.
yeah, it's like slightly less sweet than Coke. I think it's very similar, but it's not as sweet.
Yeah, I suppose it's not quite as sweet as Corro.
Yeah, it's nice though. I like that.
Yeah.
It's definitely better than that stuff. You're like, ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's also not overly fizzy. It's like fizzy, but not so fizzy that it goes up your nose, kind of thing. Okay, so for the Julmust, I would probably give it. It's a pretty nice festive drink. I would probably give it a 7.5 or 8.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 as well. Alright, so we got some OLW cheese snowballs.
but yeah, I mean everyone's familiar with cheese balls, but these ones which are usually like a sort of lurid orange color. But these ones are white.
Kind of look like snowballs.
Yeah, they're white cheddar and sour cream flavor. I have high hopes for these because I love cheese balls in general.
These are good.
They taste like sour cream and onion Pringles, but in cheese ball form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solid. I would give that 8.5 or 9. I like those.
Sure. Wish it would be a little bit bigger though.
I kind of like them. They're cute.
Not quite as flavorsome as some of the other ones. Except
They do that thing where they sort of stick in your teeth, and I like that. I have 2 things left.
2 things left. So let's move on to Dumle. Another household name from Facer. I think the company is actually Finnish. I could be wrong.
I love Dumle. So Dumle have several different versions. They're not like caramel toffee, soft though. It's not too hard like a hard toffee. With chocolate on the outside, and it's really good quality toffee. They have loads of different types of ones. This is the Christmas one because it's peppermint flavor. So you need a scissors. You need
Quite difficult to open, yeah. Oh my god, I need a scissors. Oh no,
there's the thing.
something here. That's right.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I have high hopes for these. I love them. They're yummy. Okay. These ones have dark chocolate instead of the normal mint chocolate or milk chocolate, I think. So They smell pretty pepperminty. Good.
Good
Quite
packaging.
Well, oh yeah, they taste like After Eights, but in caramel toffee form. Definitely not as good as normal Dumle.
Yeah, I think I'll get sick of the Polka flavor after a couple of these. But
they're still good though. Very nice texture, nice and chewy.
still good. What's your rating?
Well, okay, normal Dumle would get 10 out of 10. These I'd give a 7. What would you
I'll
give?
give it a 6.
A 6? So you gave it the same as this? No, I gave that a 3, didn't I? Okay. So the final thing.
So this is a family favorite.
At Christmas time.
A lot of them get it for Christmas.
It's basically the equivalent of when you're in England or Ireland where you would break out the box of roses or Celebrations or Quality Street. So this is what everybody fights over at Christmas.
You have the menu up here and then you take off.
They definitely look fancier than roses.
So it comes in
2 layers.
2 different layers. And some families have really elaborate rules on whether you should allow to take from the bottom layer until the top one is done.
I feel like it's a bit scabby that there's only one white chocolate one, which is a bit sad. Most of the flavors are pretty nice though. I mean, the only one that I would not touch with a barge pull would be the raspberry licorice, because who wants licorice in chocolate apart from Swedes?
I hate licorice.
So, there's also a rum raisin. I wouldn't go for that, or a coffee.
So one of my favorites is the coconut cola.
Oh, I was gonna go for that too.
Toffee. There should be a couple of them.
When he says cola, it's not cola like Coke. It's
cola.
is
Cola. It's fudge.
Yeah, it's fudge. I'm gonna just go for a random one. Let's go that one, which is, what's that? Milk chocolate nougat? Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's good. It's better than I remember, because last year I was kind of like, meh, they're okay. That was pretty good.
So if I could only rate my favorites here, it would be a 10 out of 10. But because you have to get the full box.
Yeah. There's a few crap ones in there.
There's a few crap ones, so the rating is going to drop a little bit. But still, I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10.
7.2 for me. So that's all we have for it though. I mean, there's plenty of other Christmas things, but those were the ones that I found in the local supermarket. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions of things that you think we should have tried or that we missed, let us know.
Comments below.
In the comments below, of course. And that's it. Until next time. Bye.
Bye. Like and subscribe.